We will strictly implement the provision on the prohibition of political involvement in the distribution of cash and other forms of financial assistance. Politicians shall be barred from the distribution of any financial aid, and we shall ensure that the support reaches the intended beneficiaries without patronage. Walang bawas, walang kulang. We will also strengthen the role of local government units to the increased allocations under the Local Government Support Fund, enabling them to address local development needs, support livelihoods, and create safe and resilient communities. I stand firm in my constitutional duty to ensure the faithful execution of laws. Therefore, I hereby condition the implementation of certain provisions in this Act to conform to existing laws, policies, rules, and regulations. These include the Quick Response Fund, the QRF, engineering and administrative overhead expenses, payment of retirement benefits and pensions, capacity development programs, and foreign service posts. Moreover, keeping in mind our pursuit of economic recovery and sustainable growth, we shall implement programs and projects in accordance with laws, rules, and regulations. These are the school-based feeding program, medical scholarship and return service program, Pamana program, residential care services to vulnerable groups by accredited social welfare and development agencies, implementation of infrastructure projects of GOCCs, and programs and projects related to senior citizens and persons with disability. This shall ensure that these programs promote our long-term development goals. With the approval of the 2026 GAA, I acknowledge that the 2025 GAA was deemed reenacted and remained in force and effect until January the 4th, 2026. In this regard, the DBM shall consider the expenditures lawfully incurred under the reenacted budget in formulating its fund release for the guidelines of fiscal year 2026. We acknowledge the support of Congress in limiting the unprogrammed appropriations to essential needs. However, I push further and reduce it to the absolute bare minimum. This shall be at the level lowest since 2019. Let me be clear. The unprogrammed appropriations are not blank checks. We will not allow the unprogrammed appropriations to be misused or treated as a backdoor for discretionary spending. Its utilization is provided with safeguards and is only available when clearly defined triggers and tests are met, and will be released only after careful validation. My administration will enforce these safeguards without exception to serve the public interest and to advance our national development goals. We will make releases charged from the UA transparent, providing the necessary details on the funding source and the corresponding purpose. Lastly, to ensure that public funds are expended in clear service of national interest, I vetoed several items of appropriations with their purposes and corresponding special provisions under the UA, totaling almost 92.5 billion pesos. So I direct now all concerned departments and agencies of the national government to exercise prudent fiscal management to ensure uninterrupted quality public service. Sa ating mga kababayan, dama po namin ang inyong agam-agam at pangamba sa nakaraang budget. Kaisa ninyo ako sa pagnanais na masiguro ang bawat pisong buwis ay mapupunta sa tamang proyekto at sa tunay na pangangailangan ng ating taong bayan. Naririnig namin po kayo. Sa national budget ng 2026, malinaw ang direksyon ng inyong pamahalaan. Magiging mas masinop, mas maingat, mas responsable kami sa paggastos ng pondo ng bayan. Ang bawat programa at proyekto ay dadaan sa masusing pagsusuri upang masiguro na ito ay may malinaw na benepisyo sa mamamayan, lalo na sa sektor na mga nahigit na nangangailangan. Magtatrabaho ang administrasyong ito upang mapabuti ang sistema, mapalakas ang pananagutan at matuldukan ang katiwalian. Sa lahat ng adhikaing ito, dalangin ko na maging katuwang namin ang bawat mamamayang Pilipino, ang pagbabantay, ang pagtatanong, ang pag-uulat, at ang pakikilahok sa mahahalagang bahagi ng isang gumaganang demokrasya. Kasama ninyo kami sa layunin, tiyakin na ang budget ng bayan ay para sa bayan. Hindi tayo napapayag na mapunta sa kurakot ang salaping pinaghirapan ng bawat Pilipino. Sa pagharap ngayon natin sa bagong taon, nawa ang apoy na nag-aalab sa ating mga puso ay magdulot ng tunay na pagbabago tungo sa isang maunlad na kinabukasan. Mabuhay ang bagong Pilipino, mabuhay ang bagong Pilipinas. Maraming salamat at magandang umaga po sa inyo lahat.
Thank you, Mr. President. And now, may we request the President to kindly grant us a group photo downstage. Likewise, we request all our attendees to gather at the center and join the President for a group photo. Ready? At the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Thank you, Mr. President, for granting us a photo opportunity. That concludes our program. Thank you, Mr. President, for gracing the signing of the General Appropriations Act for fiscal year 2026. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, the President of the Republic of the Philippines, His Excellency Ferdinand R.